Slick. What about this? This has been 6 MLS years in the making, 12 years in the making for everybody that's been here from the beginning. Give it up for yourselves.
Hey, we have come here, we have gathered here, we are here to see champions, everybody. Champions! Oh my goodness, Jalil, this crowd's incredible. These fans are always amazing. Always, always. And we've had people here since lunchtime waiting for this moment. You know what's going on here shortly, and you know what's going to be lifted.
Tony, listen. I played in the league for 12 years, yes. I was able to play for 7 different clubs, yes. But what I have to tell you is there's no place like Nashville!
And you know what? As if to prove it, we've got to get a Nashville start going here, just like we do Geodis Park on match days, when we create the best atmosphere anywhere in Major League Soccer. So, all right, we got our fans on the queue down here. Jalil, you get us started, man, with this chant. Here we go.
Okay, they don't call this the castle for no reason. So I need everybody to follow after my command. Everybody here in the front is going to show you how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, you've been absolutely asleep. Hello?
Fantastic. Okay, we got a real treat in the next half hour or so for you.
Yo, Tony, I think I scuffed up my white kicks trying to get hype up here.
Hey, you made the earth shake, my man.
It's all good.
Hey. Over the next half hour, we're going to bring up our majority owner, John Ingram, to join us here on the stage. Round of applause for him. We've done something really, really special in not just Nashville sports history, but of course Tennessee sports history. And we have the mayor of Nashville, Freddie O'Connell, who's going to join us on the stage as well. And of course, we've got our champions. Yeah, we've got our champions. We have got head coach PJ Callahan and the whole of this group who are the US Open Cup champions 2025.
Hey, but Tony, one thing we do here in Nashville, yeah, it's the music city, I get it. It's also a soccer city too, but it's also a city of drip, of swag, and making sure you look right. So everybody's talked about the new kits that have come out, the white and the blue joints, they're fire. I have something special for y'all. We're gonna have championship gear for y'all on sale at the team store. The team store opens tomorrow. Make sure you get all your stuff. I can't confirm that things are not going to be limited availability. So make sure you get yourself to this team store, you get your swag, because this shirt, other shirts, scarves are on pre-order only, but make sure you get your drip.
We want to walk around Nashville proudly showing championship merch, don't we, everybody? Quick reminder, let's not forget 96 teams entered this competition, US Open Cup. It's the oldest Open Cup soccer tournament in the whole of the United States. The game started in March, and as we came into October, there was only one team left, and we know who that was. And let's just reinforce this. The first pro sports championship in the city of Nashville, in the state of Tennessee. Now, my man Jalil, you lifted this a couple of times as a player. What is that feeling like for a player to secure the gold and the trophy?
Well, I mean, the last time that I won this competition was in 2015, and that's when I linked up with Mike Jacobs first. So he knows a little bit about winning. He taught me a little bit about winning, and that's carried on to where we are today. There's some members of the staff that were part of that group in 2015 too, but what it is all about is coming together. The best thing about US Open Cup is you can't do it with one player. You can't do it with your starting 11. You can't do it with 15 guys. You cannot even do it with just all of the players. It's the organization. It's Tony getting in the booth calling every single game like it's his last. It's all of our camera crews back here. It's the local media. It's the international media. It's the front office. It's everybody who supports Nashville. And anytime you go on a championship run, there is one moment that everybody looks back to and says, yeah, we won the title, but it started and happened right there. For me, that moment was the way win in Orlando. What do we like to say about Orlando? Do we got love for Orlando?
Hey, how many people here were in Austin this week? Hey, let's have a round of applause for everybody who traveled to Austin this week. What amazing support. All right, are you ready for just a little reminder of what this Open Cup run's been like? Do you want to see it again? Do you want to celebrate again? Do you want to see all those great moments again?
No, Tony, they ain't ready.
They're not ready?
We're here for a cup celebration. My brother just asked you, are you ready to relive the moment?
All right, I think we're ready. Here we go. Here is the Open Cup journey.
What's going on today, YouTube? It's the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup Final 2025. Nashville SC versus Austin SC in Austin. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, it's lit. It's lit. Give it up for your Nashville SC. Okay, just a quick shout out to the video team. Shout out to my brother Jace Armstrong. He put that together. He is an absolute beast. Okay, so without further ado, Tony, we're right about at the moment that we've all been waiting for. We are here to see my boys, my brothers, the ones that you guys show up to the castle to, where you guys travel all across the country to Canada to see, and we would like to bring them all out. Is that okay with you guys? Okay. So, we all know that when you're dealing with a group of top ballers, especially during the international duty, some of them are not going to be here. So, I'm going to list off our guys that are currently representing their country. Why? Because you guys have been supporting them, and they have had exemplary seasons. So, you can give your round of applause as I go, but the first one hails from Australia. Everybody give it up for Patrick Yasberg. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, what I learned growing up, because I got older brothers, when it comes to playing footy, there is no such thing but age. There's no such thing as a young player or an old player. There are only good and bad ones. This is a young, very good player. Everybody give it up for Matthew Corcoran. I'm going to Cali boy, but I got a lot of love for everything that happens north of the border. Our team was just there, secured a very, very important point. So this man right here will be not with us tonight, but he is always in our hearts. We call him the Tennessee Water Slide. Everybody get up for Jacob Schaffelberg. Oh yeah, and last but not least, as far as the international call-ups are concerned, Tony, whenever you have double-digit assists, whenever you've been swagging out since you were a teenager, whenever you can make any defender that comes your way and score absolute bangers, you're getting the hail from everybody in Nashville. Everybody give it up for Andy Nahar! You want to take it away from the rest that aren't going to be here, Tony?
Hey, we have also got some members of the squad who are not with us today, but let's give a big round of applause for Xavier Valdez.
We're going to give it up for Valdez.
Also to Isaiah Jones and our homegrown Adam Sipich.
Yes. Homegrown talent is what it's all about. Okay, so now we're here to talk about the people that are actually here. Yes, it is a team effort. But when I say a name, I need you guys to go absolutely crazy. I need you to go ape, you know what. So, this is my brother. We were roommates together. We grew up in this business together. And he has outgrown me because goalkeepers play for forever. Everybody give it up to the man that only says no, Joe Willard!
Joe says no. Joe says no. One of the originals. Let's bring on another original. This guy has just been such a steady performer for us since day one in this league, all the way through the playoff runs, all the way to the US Open Cup trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Lovitz.
Okay, I got one question for y'all before we introduce our next player. Are you guys going to show up like this if we do an in-between two post live taping here? Okay. All right, I just wanted a pressure test. So, we like to show people how to win titles here. You make a mid-season trade and you come right into a cup run. Everybody give it up for Tate Schmidt. Let's go!
Hey, this guy's proved a pretty good rock at the back for us this year. He's also pretty handy in the other team's penalty area. Jason Palacios!
Okay. Y'all know me. It's about newcomers, of course. Shout out Jason Palacios. He's an absolute baller. But of course, we talk about originals. We talk about defenders. We talk about driving across state lines to let him know that he's a member of NSC. Then, now, and forever. Everybody give it up for Jack May!
All right, the milkman's arrived. Let's now bring on somebody who's brought some maturity, some quality, and lots of experience and talent to this midfield. When he came on the other night, you were thinking, yes, we're nearly there. Brian Acosta!
Some of y'all who know my game, I was a little bit energy, like, I'm gonna, I didn't quite have the smooth, the suave, the swag as this player. But whenever you win the offseason as far as the front office is concerned, what do? You go and you get MVPs. So bring it all the way up for Gaston Boogman!
All right, when it boils down to it, soccer's about goals, isn't it? It's about scoring goal after goal after goal. It's about chasing the golden boot, and he's still chasing it, and it's his goals that have fired us to a US Open Cup triumph. It is our man from England. It is Super Sam Surridge!
Okay. We all talk about swag, we talk about drip, we talk about being smooth. But I didn't really know when they signed this kid that they were talking about bringing Clark Kent to Nashville. And when you got the Suave on the wing, everybody is so happy that he's back on the pitch, delivering swag on the wing. Everybody give it up for my main man, Tyler Boyd!
Let's bring out one of the nicest guys you're ever going to meet in this sport of soccer. One of the leading scorers still playing in Major League Soccer in its history. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Teal Bunbury.
If you have been here since 2020, you are a Nashville original, okay? If you've been with us since 2020, you are a Nashville original. And this guy has probably put in more miles around Geodis Park, every stadium that's connected to Geodis Park, than all these scooters you see in the city. So everybody give a huge round of applause to my boy who holds down East Nashville, Alex Williams!
All right, folks, our next one. Sometimes, even for a commentator, you know, there's no words. Maybe there's just one word. And I'm just going to start it right now. Eddie, 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 Eddie. It's the Norwegian Usain Eddie Taxon.
All right, for those of y'all who aren't familiar with what we got going on over here, that was not some Game of Thrones stuff. This is some NSC stuff, all right? So, what I want to have is the most energy that we've had so far. Whenever you're able to go to Huntsville, which is an extension of our hearts in Nashville, bag 2 goals, get in the whip, drive here for the ceremony, you are a real one. So everybody please give it up for an upcoming young talent that's part of this group that helped them get to the US Open Cup final. Everybody give it up for Max and...
Today for Huntsville. Huntsville going to the playoffs. All right, let's bring up a defender who is having an absolutely sensational year here in Nashville this season. Defender Josh Bauer.
Josh, they want you to hit him with a sauce. You can hit him with it later. All right. Y'all know how to reach him on Instagram. Don't holler at me for... All right, so what we need next is we need everybody all the way lit because I would like to consider myself an NSC original. I think some of us would too. I said if you're here since 2020, thank you, I appreciate it. But there are some that precede every single person here. This person is in your hearts. He's in the community. He's on the left-hand side of the pitch. He puts in dimes and the crosses. Everybody give it up for Ted Washington!
All right, from an original to someone who hit the ground running and has been absolutely electric in this Nashville SC team. Let's give it up for Johnny Perez!
Remember, I talked about the moment where this U.S. Open Cup was won. I got respect for every single team in MLS and outside of it, but Austin, that was slight work. We talk about a team that we got real good, I would say a rivalry with, right? When we beat Orlando in this Open Cup run is where, for me, I was like, yeah, it's done. My boy's going to handle it. And this player had an absolute standout performance. Everybody give it up for the youngster who has an extremely bright future ahead of him. Wyatt Meyer!
And do you know, we pick up on that theme with our next player because we talk about bright futures. We talk about the strength and depth we now have in this group and the talent that we get to see from him when he's on that field for Nashville SC. Please welcome Julian Gaines.
Yo, if anybody needs some praise, you need to holler at his hairdresser. On point. Okay, we move from one player with a clean haircut to another. When we talk about growing and fortifying this club, it only happens through the efforts of everybody to help the future grow. This is a player that I hope to see in blue and gold for a really long time, who has an upside that is higher than these clouds, and of course plays a position that I love very much. Everybody give it up for my homeboy, Chris Applewhite!
You know, since day one in Major League Soccer, Mike Jacobs and his team have gone over to Scandinavia and they've brought back some stars for this team. And they produced another one this year, Ahmed Kassim.
Okay, me and this next individual, we got some history going back to a couple of clubs that we played at before. But again, you always need your full group. Everybody give a huge round of applause for Jordan Knight!
All right, when we think back to that game on Wednesday night, when we think about some of those big moments, moments that win you a competition, moments that win you a match, that mean that you're going to lift a trophy, what about that penalty save in that first half? How important was that moment? So when you do something like that in a game like this, you write your place in club history forever. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Schwacke.
Yo, no, this is why you guys are the best fans in the world, because I've never heard so many chants for goalkeepers. Like, this is amazing. It's amazing. This is amazing stuff. Okay, when we talk about fortifying this club, when you talk about any group of people, there are always some who emerge as stars. They shine bright through the work of everybody again, throughout this community, throughout this stadium, throughout this organization. And the first designated player, marquee player, that was ever signed to this club 6 years ago became my brother. And now we're family. And now he, along with the next person that we're going to introduce, we're finally able to deliver the first cup in Tennessee sports history. Everybody give it up for the one and only Honey Mutar!
So there's Honey. And then there's the move that we made as a club on the eve of the 2020 season that stunned everyone across Major League Soccer. This guy has been the rock and the foundation point of this club since arriving. He has his place in history. He scored the first goal we ever got in MLS. He's our Thor. He has brought down the hammer on teams across this league. He's our captain. He's Walker Zimmerman.
Okay, I'm going to say one word about Walker, if you guys don't mind. Only one word. So, when we all started this in 2020, the world was in disarray. We were in a situation where we needed someone internally to believe that we could be greater than we were. And Walker was the one at every single moment. Whether it was when we were locked out of the MLS's back, whether it was when we started our playoff run, whether it was even when we could not even train. Walker was always like, guys, let's go. We need to get this. Why? Because we're winners and we're going to bring a cup to Nashville. So dreaming is believing, and you need a leader to do that, and he's been leading since day one. So again, give it up for your captain, Walker Zimmerman.
All right, and on the subject of leadership, of course, you need leaders off the field, and we've been blessed in Nashville with some incredible experienced leadership in the front office to help us get to this day, and of course the backing of someone who bought into the project, who's helped galvanize this club, who's helped make this stadium happen, and who is always there and as our #1 supporter. He's our majority owner. Please welcome John Ingram and the US Open Cup trophy. And the floor is yours, John. Here we go.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony. I'm glad I didn't fall down. You know, I have the great honor of serving on the Board of Governors with Lamar Hunt's two sons, Clark and Dan. They are great guys, and their father is iconic. He's one of the founders of Major League Soccer, one of the most influential people in soccer in this country, in the history of soccer in this country. And to have the name of our club intertwined with Lamar Hunt is a great honor, and I just could not be more pleased. Beyond that, on Wednesday night, that last 10 or 15 minutes, it was a nail biter, guys. I mean, it was like I almost couldn't watch. Of course I did. But just thinking very quickly, there's so many people that I want to thank for that cup and for what we produce in this club. And first I have to start with my partner in crime, Ian Ayer. I'm not quite sure where Ian is, but Ian, you all don't understand how important and influential he has been. He's the architect of the whole thing. So, I mean, thank you, Ian. On the business side, there's so many people in the office that you just don't know about that are grinding away with selling tickets, selling sponsorships, all led by Lindsay Paolo, who's our Chief Business Officer. So please, a shout out to the business people. And then switching over to the sporting side, you know, we had a tough decision to make last year, switching coaches and you know, probably I wasn't on some people's favorite list for a little while when we did that. But you know, we had acquired some really important attacking assets and wanted to move from such a defensive style into at least balance, if not more attacking. And you know, Mike Jacobs and Ian and I mean, I think we got it right. This guy, BJ Callahan guy, right? Yeah. And coaches are important, but they got to have talent too, right? And you know, so I mean, you know, shout out to the scouting department, shout out to all the people that keep these guys healthy, or get them well when they get hurt. You know, I mean, so would you give them a round of applause too, please? Because they so deserve it. And then finally, and I'm out of here. I want to thank all of you. I mean, there was a leap of faith. You know, Nashville has had a soccer history, but it was not a deep history. It was not a wide history. And there was a leap of faith that, you know, if we did this, that people would really support it. And I just want to thank all of you for I mean, the fans and supporters. You bring the energy, you bring the chance, you bring the environment to these matches that help support these guys. So thank you all. You know, I did this, I said at the beginning, I want to do something in Nashville, I want to do something with Nashville, and I want to do something for Nashville. And on behalf of all of us, isn't it great to win a trophy? Thank you.
Okay, we're going to keep this going. John always keeps it short and sweet and very, very important words. Where we are going to go next, to one member of leadership in this community to another. I have had the privilege since I retired to be in the community, to be with y'all. Whether it's after school programming, whether it's reading programs, whether it's just saying what's up at the stadium, whether it's broadcasting, it doesn't matter. I've found a deeper love to Nashville that I didn't even know was possible, right? And when I'm at events, I'll see this individual. And I think to understand the people that you are serving, you have to be around them. So, without further ado, everybody, please give it up for Mayor Freddie O'Connell.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Good evening, and how about this? How about the boys in gold? This is such an exciting night because I think you all know, I think everybody here knows John, Ian, Coach Callahan, of course, the team, the organization that supports everybody, and all of you as supporters understand this. When the city's teams win, the city wins, and that's such a neat thing. So for those of you who went to Austin, for those of you who have been there from the beginning, from the origins at USL, for a kid, yeah. I know there's some longtime fans and supporters out there, and for a kid who grew up in this town playing soccer, you know, we used to watch World Cup highlights and soccer camp during the summers, and I could never have imagined that a few people with an idea would get it going and it'd have a snowball effect, and some folks who thought about a castle would someday build it, and that you all would come be huge supporters in it all the time. And I have gotten to have the opportunity to be with so many of the supporters I've gotten to hang out with at tailgates, La Brigada de Oro. I've gotten to hang out, you know, at watch parties with the roadies and mixtape, and it's amazing. And all of the journey, you all know it isn't easy. We had a moment this season where everybody wasn't there. But the goal of this city, the goal of this team is to make sure that we're everyone in. And I think this is one of the best symbols that when we show up together, when we all know that the team is capable of something, and I will tell you guys, Everybody gathered here tonight knows exactly why the anthem is called Never Give Up on You, and this is why. Because we can win the first professional title in Nashville's history, right here, the oldest cup in city. And so we didn't want to just celebrate by bringing the cup home and celebrating with the team. I also have just something special from our office on behalf of the city. We have declared and proclaimed today Nashville Soccer Club Day. So, congratulations, guys. Thank you for the leadership on the field and off the field. You know why. We're out there in the community. Tempo helps us plant trees. These guys help build many pitches so kids like me can grow up playing soccer in the future. So it's so exciting to be able to offer this congratulatory note to the city. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for supporting the boys in gold. It's an awesome win. Congratulations.
There you go. And thank you, Mayor O'Connell.
And I want to bring up another supporter of the city and the team, somebody whose leadership is also fundamentally important to the success in this area of the city, Councilmember Terry Vo, to help us celebrate.
Thank you so much, Mayor. All right, let's give it up. I know with you all, we are so proud of the Nashville Soccer Club, and today is so special, and we wanted to make sure that we never forgot it. I want to recognize the Metro Soccer Caucus. We've got other council members out here right on the front row who have supported our team since day one. Councilmember Zulfat Swara, Councilmember Russ Bradford, and Councilmember Sandra Sepulveda. I'm so proud to say that I have been an original. I have been a member and supporter of this team since day one. That's right, OG all the way. And I just want us to remember this day. So shortly, I'm just going to proclaim that today is Nashville Soccer Club's victory in the 2025 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup Final. That's right. Whereas Nashville Soccer Club won the 2025 Lamar Cup U.S. Open Cup on October 1st, 2025 with a 2-1 win against Austin Football Club. And whereas this win marks Nashville Soccer Club's first ever championship and the first major professional sports championship victory in the state of Tennessee. And the biggest thing I want to leave is what Coach Callahan said, that this victory reflected Nashville's spirit, and the team has been built to represent our city, each and every single one of you. And their win, that what is the commitment and the absolute team effort that was shown, and where we can all share in this. So today, signed on the 5th day of October, we are proclaiming Nashville Soccer Club's victory in the 2025 Lamar Cup U.S. Open Cup Final. Let's give it up. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you very much indeed. We are moments away from this trophy being lifted for a very, very special moment in our history. Let's bring up the man himself, head coach B.J. Callahan.
Thank you. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I can hear you guys. We can hear you all the way back there. So thank you for coming out. Thank you for the support always. Behind myself, behind this team is a team of teams. So if I could bring the coaching staff up, that would be great. John Bale, Mike Encian, Danny Cepero, Linda McDowell. Without these guys, none of this is possible. Want to make sure behind the team of teams, want to make sure that we just give a lot of thanks to obviously John, Ian, Lindsay, and Mike for their leadership and vision. To the staff that go tirelessly and selflessly working. A lot of them are out here tonight. Keeps all of us going, and they do a thankless job. But the only success that we have comes from them. Super important. To our families that continue to support us, ups and downs, and they lived their journey with us. None of us are here without them. And finally, to these guys. Just super proud. This group of guys came together, motivated and driven to win this trophy, to win a trophy for this club. Together with you guys, that has been made possible. They fought for each other, they fought for you, for all the little kids that are out there wearing the Nashville jersey. That's what they fought for. Yes, sir. Right? They wanted to be the first. They wanted to be the first team to do it. And now they'll be forever etched in Nashville soccer history. So congratulations, guys. But the standard's been set. I assure you we'll remain humble, but we are hungry for more. Together we are better. Let's celebrate as one tonight.
Okay, we're going to get a quick word from a couple of favorites as well. Let's just bring in, he got a huge cheer. Let's bring in Taylor Washington quickly.
I'll be really quick, guys. Thank you so much. As Coach BJ said, we are one. You guys, I know some of you guys have been here since 12 o'clock, which shows your dedication, your heart. And know that we appreciate it. And like he said, we're not done. This is the first of many. So we love you guys. Thank you guys so much.
And of course, you guys have to hear from your captain, so please give it up for Walker Zimmerman.
What's going on, guys? Just so proud of this whole entire journey. We set a goal in January. We talked about being the first. Now it's here. Couldn't be more proud of the way it happened. Open Cup is special because you see contributions from every single person. We had guys all across the roster, from Huntsville to guys who haven't seen a lot of minutes to guys who have. It was a team effort, collective effort, and that goes beyond the players, the staff, training staff, front office, everyone involved, and obviously you guys. So thank you so much. We love you. First of many. And while this is our first trophy, it's also our first trophy celebration, so let's give it loud.
And let's hear from MVP himself, Hani Mukhtar.
Thank you guys for coming out. You guys welcomed every single player with open arms. We come from all over the world, but you guys give us a second home, and that is something very special. You know, without the fans, football is nothing. And without you guys, we couldn't have achieved it. And we thank you, the whole team, with the bottom of our heart, what we achieved. And we say thank you to you guys. I always say, one wolf is dangerous, but a pack of wolves is unstoppable, and we need to be unstoppable.
Oh yeah! All right, hey, it's almost sunset. We better do something. We got one really important thing to do here.
Okay, but I'm ready to go home though, Tony. I'm good. We good. We got everything we need here.
Hey, we are going to now lift this trophy, okay? And we're going to ask Walker and Hani to come and do the honors and take it back to your teammates and then lift the US Open Cup trophy. Nashville SC, your champion team, 2025.
Just so you guys know, if you look right over Geodis Park, there's a double rainbow, so this is all fortuitous.